Hello, hello. Welcome to Sit and Stamp with Pamela at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Happy National Scrapbook Day. I think I'm most excited about this session because I'll be scrapbooking. So I've done cards with Latte Love. I've done cards with, what was the other thing I did? I already forgot. Oh, the Paper Pumpkin Party. Say hello if you're joining me. I'm going to take just a minute to pull up Facebook and see if everything's working well. And I do see. All right. So we are using today the Unbounded Beauty. Let me pull it up in here. Oh, and do you have your drink? I have mine right here. Whatever your drink of preference is, I just thought I would grab a glass of wine. Have a sip or two maybe. And yeah, that's all I can have because I have to go live again at 9. It might get a little crazy here if I drink any more than that right now. All right, let's see. I'm looking for Unbounded. I don't know if it's Unbounded. Yeah, Unbounded Beauty. Let me show the I think this will work. So I'm going to take a sip of my drink and put it away. Hello, Sharon. Oh, what time is it in Queensland, Australia right now? Is it like 9 or is it later than that? Midnight? Let me know, I'm curious. I always forget the time difference. Okay, so I'm going to be using Unbounded Beauty tonight. This is a beautiful collection. If you go to the Stampin Up YouTube, they will have, you can find a video where the artists tell you how they created this collection. It's so neat and interesting. And here are the products. So this one has a large suite collection where you can get, I think it includes all of this for $141. I'm looking to see. I think they have a big, and maybe it's just these. Let me see. Unbounded Beauty Bundle. Sorry, I'm just looking to read. Unbounded Beauty Set. Oh, I'm confused. But I think it's this whole thing for $141. So we got Flowers of Beauty, Unbounded Love. So this is a stamp set plus dies, stamp set plus dies. Then they have the in the color, the brand new 2024-2026 in color resin dots. I'll be using those. And then they have some glitter paper, shimmer paper maybe is what they call it. Glimmer 12 by 12 specialty paper. And then this is the Unbounded Beauty 12 by 12 designer series paper. So DSP for short. And we'll be using these papers tonight. And then I'll be using cardstock. I chose to use the 12 by 12 cardstock in the brand new in colors. Let me find that page. So Pretty in Pink, Peach, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, and Petunia Pop. I used 4 of them. I did not use the Shy Shamrock paper, but I did use, these are the classic Stampin' pads that I'm using tonight. So Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock, peach pie, and pecan pie. I think I'm using all these on these pages. I don't recall, but out of the 3 sets of scrapbook layouts, I used these colors. So when I'm done with my creating my scrapbook layout for you tonight, I'll share with you the other 2 layouts that I've created for a total of 3, and it'll be part of my scrapbook workshop kit. So I don't have all the details on that yet, but I'll share a little bit about what I have figured out so far. All right, so that is from our brand new May 2024, April 2025 catalog. And if you're not a Stampin' Up demonstrator already and you want to get a great deal and join me, you can do so with our brand new starter kit special that's happening May 1st through the 31st, and you'll get 4 in color products in addition to your starter kit. So all these are free. So you'll get all 5 ink pads, you'll get 8.5 by 11 cardstock, the 6 by 6 designer series paper, which I'll be sharing tonight at 9, and then we have our Stampin' Right markers in all 5 colors as well. So there's information on my website. I'll post a link later when I'm done with the live, but so you get all of this for free. Then you choose $125 worth of products. You get free shipping, free business supplies, and all you pay is $99 plus tax, because shipping's free. Okay? If you have questions about that, let me know. I would love to answer them for you. I'm going to set that out of the way. And let me look and see where I'm at. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let me share the paper, how pretty it is. So for this workshop, I'm only using half a pack of the designer series paper and half a pack, I think, yeah, half a pack of the 12 by 12 in color pack. So on these, let me pull it out here, you get 6 sheets. Right here. In the actual paper packet, you get 2 of each. I'm splitting it in half for my workshop. You flip it over and then look at all those. So those are most of all of the in colors right there. So we got, I don't remember the names of all of them. I think the dark swatches right here is the Shamrock. And then the other color is Summer Splash. And then we have Pretty in Pink. I have a little fly or something that's probably going to end up in the picture. Then we have Petunia Pop and Peach Pie. Is that right? Yes, Peach Pie with a mix of the Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, and then there is that, I think that's the Summer Splash right there. Okay. And then I just have a sheet of white in, oh, that's the back actually of the Unbounded Beauty series paper. So I'm going to set that aside. And then here are our samples of the cardstock. Don't think I have, let me see what I've got in here. I'm short a couple of these because I've used them. So let me do it this way so you can see the colors. In the actual pack, if you were to buy the whole pack, you would get 4 of each sheet of these. In the workshop, you'll get 2 of each. So I'm splitting the pack in half. And then you'll get some white cardstock and a package of the dots. I've already used some of them. You'll get a full package. And haven't decided give me your opinion. Do you want it pre-cut or do you want to cut it from my workshop guide? So I'll include the workshop guide either way, but you can cut it yourself or I can cut it for you. So those are the options I'm considering. All right, I'll be using this stamp set. I chose to use the Flower Market stamp set. Love this. I just thought it would be so pretty with this collection. And I have another reason that I'm using it too, and I'll share with you in just one second. So you can get the dies and the stamp set. There's one that's missing because I didn't put it back on the block. So there we go, or back on the carrier. Your stamps come on in this DVD case on a little sleeve that moves around. I just took the stamps off and put them directly onto the DVD case. And then I took a 5x7 magnet sheet. It was adhesive backed, and put it on the inside cover here so I could put all my dies in here because I really like having all of that together. But look at some of those interesting looking dies. So can't wait to share that with you. All right, I'm gonna set that aside for the moment. And then I'm also using, again, this is what I used this morning, the Everyday Detail dies. And let me see if I can get it pulled out of here. I put it on a magnet sheet as well. So these are the dies. I cut some circles and rectangles for this scrapbook workshop. And what else do I want to share? Oh, before I move on, I'm going to share with you. So for this particular page, I was going to scrapbook. I don't think I'm going to use the pictures yet. I'm just going to do the photo place cards, and then I'll put my photos and journaling on later. But this was an event with the makeup company that I work for, Saint. This was a year ago in April with my upline Krista and my sideline Samantha. And so I took pictures of us. This was our first time meeting in person. We had tons and tons of fun. Okay, so I'm going to scrapbook these with this page. But then I have, check out the color in here. It matches almost perfectly with Petunia Pop. It looks fabulous. And then this is really why I ordered this, the stamp set. Look at that. There's a flower cart in there. So the theme of our workshop or our convention was wildflower. So I've cut out the word wildflower in here so you can just kind of see. So I'll be scrapbooking these on another page very soon. But that is why I chose the flower market and then, or flower cart, I keep calling it market. Flower cart, it has Happy Mother's Day. So I did a page for Mother's Day. And then I'm going to use this stamp on this page. So I love how our friendship has grown. And then I have another page layout that's going to have a lovely day. So the trick with this, with transitioning over to Stampin' Up, was to figure out how to use these little sentiments on a scrapbook page without necessarily using big titles and big embellishments. I did decide to cut the title for this one for the theme of the conference, which was wildflower. So I have that done with an old, close to my heart, thin cut alphabet. And so I cut those out already. I was just going to show you, it's this one right here. I don't remember the name of it. I think I threw away all the packaging and just so I could store them in these sleeves that I got off of Amazon. Okay, the reason I have this out here, I wanted to show you all this too. I'm not using this on this particular page, but I thought since I'm going to do first, I have a Mother's Day card that I used the Flower Market Flower Cart stamp set on, along with those everyday dies. And then this was, I think, zinnia paper. I got a sample pack or a sample sheet like 6x6 samples from my upline for our team meeting a few weeks ago and made this card for the mystery project that she shared. Oh, I forgot. Look, how cute is that? So that was our card that we made for our team meeting. I turned it into a Mother's Day card that, guess what, I'll be using in next weekend. Or maybe even tomorrow, because I'm going to go see my mom tomorrow maybe. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, but the reason I have this out is because Father's Day is coming up very soon. So we have the Trusty Tools stamp set. I just wanted to share these cards I made real quick for another workshop. And look at these. This was, I'm trying to remember why I got this. I think I just ordered it from my upline, the kit, and she sent it. Can't remember if it was for anything specific or not. But I got, these were the make and takes actually. Yeah, so this was the make and take that my upline did for our team meeting. So I had to order the stamps, but she sent me, or I purchased the pre-cut kit. So we got to make this card, this one. How stinking cute are these? Along with that, I didn't have all the colors, so I matched them as best as I could using tri-blend markers and close to my heart inks. And then this was just a cute simple one using just the die cuts for the tools. Anyways, just really love that. So I'm going to be offering this probably after May 15th-ish. Okay, so let's get busy creating. If you have any questions, please let me know. Say hello and let me know where you're viewing from. And let me do something else real quick before I get started. I'm going to, let's see here, maybe. I have my phone using it. I have my iPad over here. And I've been trying to share when I can, or when I think about it. I'm going to share it to my live, to my profile. Okay, I'm going to set these aside because I don't need them at the moment. Got my inks. I think I have everything in reach. I do need to grab my Versamats because I absolutely love them. Not sure I could ever scrapbook without them, so maybe here, ooh, I don't even know what that is. I better wash that off. I probably rolled over it with my chair. Give me 1 second. So I hope it would be awesome if Stampin' Up would get some of these. Then we'd have the Stampin' Up logo up there. Okay, there we go. Let that dry a little bit. So I love my glass mat, but I need my Versamats to hold my pages in place. And let me get this centered. Goes at the 11, I think. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Whoops. And just get all that straight. At least pretty straight. All right. Gotta have my temporary glue dots. Hey, Teresa. What are you doing this weekend? I hope you're getting some crafting, some scrapbooking in. Make sure this is dry. Okay, I use these. I got these off of Amazon. They're removable glue dots. And I like to put them right up in the corner. That corner and this corner, top and bottom, and I'm going to turn this around. I think already, oh, there we go. Okay, and that is going to hold my paper in place. So I have everything pre-cut. I will have to do some stamping, which is using this flower cart set is a little tedious. Have to have a little bit of patience. That's what I'm excited about though, is sharing with you. And I'll probably do more here very soon, tips and tricks on how to use that, especially the flower cart dies. I had to do some research on Pinterest and look at some samples and figure it out. All right, I have a little bit of, let me see if I can grab my rub and remove in here somewhere. 1 second. I've got stuff hiding. I have my pattern book. I'm going to show you the pattern here in a second of what I'm doing. I'm using a Close to My Heart, Make It From the Heart pattern. So I almost always use patterns and pattern sketches. So let me do something real quick. So I love Close to My Heart patterns. That's what we call them, or patterns. Then I also absolutely love Allison Davis's sketches. She calls them sketches. So, but I love ours because we have cutting diagrams of exactly how to cut the paper, and that is how I do my workshop guides as well. So it makes it super simple to just cut your paper and then assemble everything. So this is from volume 5, Make It From Your Heart. So if you have one of these, wonderful. I'm so glad you do, because they're not available anymore. You might can scrounge one from a former Close to My Heart consultant somewhere. So Teresa's working on birthday cards for work. Awesome. Yep, you need to start playing with some Stampin' Up products. It's time. All right, so this is pattern 13. I'm going to flip it so it looks more like this. So you could do either way. I did something for a corporate Close to My Heart workshop, oh gosh, maybe back a year ago about, and did it this way and really liked it. But this is more traditional with the title over here on the left, and then a little non-traditional with the title over on the right. So I'm going to do it similar to this. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. I figured all this out when I originally designed it, and I've already kind of forgotten where everything goes, so we'll see how that works. And I'm kind of looking to see, I hope I have all the pieces cut. I'm sure I do. Okay, let's do, what I want to do first, is all our stamping. So I'm going to take my paper. So if I were to pre-cut it for you, this is how it would come. Minus the title, because unless you wanted wildflower. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, and I've got everything prepped, but I'm going to shift over this way to get some stamping done. Now if you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask. Let me look and see. All right. Say hello. Let me know where you're viewing from, if you're on. So let's just dump all this out and see what we got here. All right, there's my title. I already know, I just did that a little while ago. It says Wildflower. So I'm going to set that aside because I won't need that until the end. So let me put it somewhere safe. Oops, better not do that because we never can find it when we put something somewhere safe. All right, so here, this is going to take a little, longer than my card lives that I did earlier today. But let's just kind of lay all this out and see what we got. Okay. These are so cute. I think I have 3. Okay, I think I did good. Gonna have some fun trying to line those up. Sometimes it's better to stamp on your white paper, stamp on your paper first and then cut it out. But if I do a pre-cut one, that's kind of hard to do. Okay, this is the box. These are the boxes to the flower. It's not going to be a cart this time. I'll show you some variations that I did in my other two layouts. I tried to do a little bit something different each time. All right, so aren't these so cute? These are all so tiny and delicate. That's been the hardest thing to get used to because I'm not used to all these tiny little pieces because they're intended for cards. You know, that's how they were designed. And trying to figure out how to use them on scrapbook pages has been challenging but fun. Or fun but challenging. Okay, I think all these go, I'm going to kind of try to face them the way the shape that they go, I think. I think there's 5. Yep, 5 pots. Okay, so these are the pieces we have. We're going to be stamping on all of this. Okay, this is just extra in them. So I'm going to set these aside over here with the title because I won't need these till toward the end when it's time to embellish. All right, we will start with, I've got Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock, Peach Pie, and Pecan Pie. Yum! All right, so I only need right now the Pecan Pie to stamp the pots. Set that there, and I need a little block and a medium block. And yes, I'm still using my close to my heart blocks because I have other things I want to buy from Stampin' Up before I get blocks, I guess. Or maybe I'll try to earn them for free or something. All right, so here's this little pot, teeny weeny little pot, and I'm just gonna stamp all the pots on here. I think I finally kind of learned the trick. I was having a real hard time lining these up, doing it this way, because this is how I've always done it with Close to My Heart, is I've cut the die cuts out of paper and then I stamp, but I was struggling looking down. It's just harder for me when I'm looking right over it. So I've been doing better by not getting right over top and just looking at the bottom and lining it up. So I can get it pretty close. If you want it like perfect, you're gonna have to stamp first and then go through and die cut. So I'm gonna be happy with that. All right, I have my chamois over here, so I'm gonna dry that, clean that off and put things back as I go. Next we need this, we just need one of the, I'm gonna clean that off a little bit. One of the, there's 4 pots that are connected here. I'm gonna try to do all my, I can remember, trying to remember what colors everything are, what I decided. Yeah, that's when I probably should have taken a photograph. Oh, actually I have samples. I forgot about that. We'll look and just double check. So don't necessarily have to stamp all this for you, but I'm gonna do this because then I'll have my video recorded. So let me grab, I think this is it. So this will give me, this is kind of my cheat sheet over here. Okay, so I know what to stamp. Okay, and then we'll do, I need to do the boxes. This is the first time in this workshop that I have stamped, I'm going to clean this off a little bit, stamped the boxes. So I did a bunch of it's this one right here. Oh, look, let me show you. I did these right here. This was really neat. the way it took me, that's what took me, one of the things, and the wheels to the cart. Whew. It was tricky. All right, so let me make sure I've got this lined up right before I try to stamp it. I think that's right. Yep. Awesome, Sharon, Stampin' Up for 10 years. Sweet. I am scrapbooking all weekend and sharing videos of scrapbooking layouts. Awesome. I think I saw your post earlier about using it. I'm gonna have to follow you and check out what you did. I will give you a tip. It is so much easier to stamp before you die cut. I know. I'm just not used to doing it that way. And then especially for doing this, like, I don't want to pull out my die cutting machine to do this, but I did pretty good, didn't I? So I've had lots of practice, I guess, just there was a little bit of a learning curve with the stamps, and I guess it's because they're so small and maybe more intricate, but I'm getting much better. All right, so 3 flower boxes. Oops, I don't think I did that one very good. I kind of went down fast, so I was a little off on that one, so I may cheat and grab one out of here. But I'll leave it there for the moment. All right, so put that away. Let's see. Then how about, I think I need this to be brown or pecan pie as well. I'll do my 2-inch block for that. It's always nice to have a block that's about the size of your stamp, where you can see around it a little bit. Okay, this one's a little trickier, I think. Again, I have some, oops, I did good. Okay, let's see, what's next? I need to see what color I did my, looks like my title might be in brown, but I don't remember. It is. So we will do, this is the one I'm doing about my friendships with my new Saint teammates. Whoops. Okay, look, I'm getting messy. The ink pads are different from our close to my heart ones. They're much juicier and squishier. I think it's foam, I believe. Where close to my hearts were more of a linen felt texture. I guess a felt is what I'm looking for. And I'm seasoning it just to make sure that it inks up well. And then just stamp it right in the center there. All right. Okay, next let's go ahead and let's do our green, and then when we do the petunia pop, I can do flowers and the tints. Okay, put that away. I'm doing good about putting my stuff away, cleaning them, kind of. Okay, so we're gonna do the foliage. We're using Shamrock. This one's been giving me a little trouble. Okay, so here is the Shamrock. So I didn't use any of the cardstock because it was just kind of bold and didn't feel like it coordinated really well with this paper collection, but the stamp pad works really well and brings in a little bit of that color. So that's kind of why I went that way with it. And leaves are green, so I wanted the green and not the summer splash. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to get a little bit closer. Okay, in the background you may be able to hear someone's weed eating. It's wet outside. It's been raining all day long, so they shouldn't be doing yard work right now. But apparently they do that every Saturday. And the last several Saturdays, it's been chainsaws and all kinds of stuff. We have newer neighbors, so I don't know if they're building or what they're doing exactly, but they make a lot of noise on Saturdays. All right. Doing pretty good so far. Let's see here. So how's everybody's weather, especially there in Queensland? How's the weather? Y'all have the opposite season, don't you? So is it considered fall there? If you find your ink is too juicy, use the back of a spoon to push the ink back to bottom of the pad, rubbing all over the surface gently. Great idea. Our ink pads are already upside down, so all the ink is at the top. Yep. That's how Close to My Hearts were too. They were upside down. We used to have something kind of similar to these, and then we switched over to a different case. All right, now I need to do these in the same color. I am finding I'm gonna need to get the Stampin' Up chamois, whatever y'all call it, because I'm not sure ours is squishy enough. It's more of just a cloth. It doesn't get in there super well, so it takes me a little bit longer to clean my stamps. All right, I'm going to use this bigger block so I can see around it good. Okay, let's go. So yeah, there is quite a bit of stamping. I kind of feel like I'm at a Close to My Heart album retreat, because there was always a lot of prep, well, for most of the pages. So there is a little bit more prep doing this, but I mean, I'm like doing mostly stamping, and it's probably more stamping than I've done in a long time, even from doing Close to My Heart, because we had stickers, so we used a lot of stickers too with our stamps. And so I do understand that some of that may be coming back. I mean, or I say following us Close to My Heart makers to Stampin' Up. Whoops, I don't know why. Oh, because I'm hitting the cord. Sorry about the jiggling. I have my phone plugged in. Move that up a little bit. All right, we're done with Shamrock. Let's have a few of the peach pie I want to do. I need to go back to that bigger block. So I know I'm doing these. And let me see, again, this is my cheat sheet. I think those are all in. I'm just trying to find out if I did all the, I do believe I did. I did all of these in the peach pie. So Teresa's weather's been raining on and off all day. Yep, same here. It's just been dreary. Thunderstorms too. We had some last night, not today. It's just been kind of like a misty, steady rainfall. Okay, I'm just trying to line that up best I can in between there. So it takes a little bit of extra time to get it lined up good. And if you don't get it perfect, it's not a huge deal. So I'm just looking all the way across to see if I've got most everything lined up. Like that one was really good. Again, I'm getting a little bit better because I've stamped I've used this stamp set a lot, creating my layouts. my little kits. All right, one last one. Other than the light glaring. Okay, there was pretty close. Might have been up a little bit high, but it's okay. Yes, it's autumn in Queensland. Trying to rain. I love the rain. This is the perfect day for National Scrapbook Day. Alright, so let's see here. I've got this little one now to do, I think, and I think I did all of those in the petunia pot. There's that little gnat. Yeah, all this weather brings out the flies and the... Haven't seen too many mosquitoes yet. They're coming. But we've had gnats and flies, which I do not like. All right, so you see I have a problem getting ink on my block. I'm not gonna worry. Actually, I'll go ahead and just wipe it off. I'll have to wipe it off anyways. Make sure I got it on the actual stamp. Same thing, I gotta get it just in the right position so I can see that I'm thinking stamping. This one's a little bit trickier, that it's not, I just do the best I can on this one. Some more ink. The littler block would probably be better. I wouldn't get so much ink, but then I probably wouldn't be able to see as well using that little 1-inch block. Line it up right. The glare does not help. So once I get all this stamped, then the pages should come together fairly quickly. I don't really have a lot of technique in this workshop, just the stamping. And so I'm guessing most people, since they love Stampin' Up, don't mind the stamping. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one out because I will need my bigger block right there to stamp these. This is where it's going to get a little tricky. I think what I'll do is lay this on my cardstock first, since I've already, I'll try, mainly just to make sure that I think it'll be fine as long as I don't shift it around. Just go right down on top of it. Okay, I think we'll be good. I'm trying to hear if it was raining again. Like I said, we've had a light mist mostly all day. Not like outright rain, but okay, let me pull it a little bit closer. And we'll see. I'll be curious to see if it got any ink. Nope, did good. A little blotchy on that one, but cool. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that's dry. I'm not gonna pull it back off and line it up. I think I just needed it that one time. Try not to press as much. Did hear someone say that the block was enough. Maybe that's right. Just not used to doing it that way. Okay. Oh, I got it. Doing good so far. Last one. I do have to stamp something on there, I think. think I do the Oh Happy Day or Happy Hello, I think is what it is. Okay, there we go. So really it's just trying to line up the legs. So funny story, we had one of those white pop-up tents like this for the beach that we took last summer to Galveston with us, and we went Memorial Day weekend, which I didn't even think about it, but when we got down on the beach there were a bajillion people on the beach, but everybody had their pop-up tents staked out and they left them there all weekend, and then they would come back. So like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday, we were there till Tuesday. So after everybody left, most everybody cleared out Monday night, Memorial Day. And we were staying another day and a half, I guess, maybe. And decided we would leave our tent for the next morning, even though everybody was clearing out. And next morning, Bevan and I think, go walk down to watch the sunrise, and our tent was gone. Plus our chairs. Luckily, that's all we had left were the chairs and the tent, but someone just took them. I was so upset. So frustrating that people are like that. I'm pretty sure I know who it was, the people that were beside us before we left that evening, but it is what it is. But lesson learned, I guess. Alright, so this is a little bitty Happy Hello, so I am just going to use that. But let me see in my sample packet over here, which I could have just pulled out, but what I did. Actually, I didn't do anything on it. I'm trying to wonder, did I intend to put anything on it? I'm gonna wait. I don't think I had anything else on it. I'm trying to remember where it was at on the page. I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna stamp that. We're gonna do it in Petunia Pop, because it really needs something on it. So, and this is the only thing that will fit on it. The little Happy Hello. I think I got a little ink on the side there, but it is what it is. Alright. Then I'm going to put that back. And I think that's all our stamping. I'm going to put everything away. So we did end up using all the colors on this one, which I love that. We can put all of that away. Our flower cart set. There's that everyday details that I used. So this is not really, it was the title, but then I wanted to do the wildflower. All right, let me pick these all up like this. And we'll have to put all this together once I have the paper background. The DSP on the page. Slowly but surely learning all the acronyms. Designer series paper. Alright, I'm going to set these over here with my title, and then we can pull in, I can get rid of the blocks, get them out of my way, and flip this back over and get started assembling. Okay, and about right there. I'll be able to see everything, I think. Alright, so we need paper. Let's see. So in reality, look, it doesn't really use a lot of paper. The photos are going to go all the way across, almost all the way across here, 3x4 photos. I do have one area that is for journaling, I think. But let's see what we got. So our title is going to go over here. So this short one is going to go on this page. The long ones are over here. And I think I have this down. I'm going to lay everything out and then we'll adhere it. This is somewhat down here. I think the petunia pot should have 4 of those. They're going to go, I believe, down here at the bottom. Signed it up. So I am a white cardstock kind of girl. I really like it for my bases, and I usually leave white showing. This one, I don't think we're gonna have any white other than like for the journaling area, which I don't think I cut. And I may not even, because like that one's gonna go right in here somewhere, I think. Okay, so there's another one. I tacked that down just a little bit. This one's gonna go up here. And then that one up here. And then we'll have these pieces. I'm gonna lay them out and see if that one's short, so it goes over here. So that brought in all those 3 of those colors that were in this pattern paper here. Okay, and then this piece is gonna create a border right here. And then I think I can put my title. Let me grab one of the letters. I think they're small enough that they'll fit just right. There, perfect. All right, and then this piece is gonna pop up. Can't remember if I want it there. I think I want it over here. So let's just start putting paper down, and then we can, that'll take care of that. So I'm gonna start and just move from the bottom up. Since it's, whoops, closest to me. Make sure that didn't fall in the trash. It did. 1 second, please. All right. I don't want to lose that. A little, I think it fits right in here. I can probably put it back on later. Oh, it goes this way. This adhesive I've been using for a while. I just get it off of Amazon. Kukuyoi? I don't know. Dot liner. Long. It's long. It lasts a long time. Alright. So line that to the... Alright, and we'll just work our way up. So that would be pretty too, but I'm gonna use, I wanted to use the pretty pattern paper. Just make sure I'm getting it straight. I feel like I'm a little off right here. Let me see if I can pull it up a little bit. This cardstock's a little bit different than our Close to My Heart, like the coating. It's not a coating. Really, that are two-toned that we're used to. All right, let me pull that up. A bit more, there we go. All right, there, get that little bubble out. That's still kind of straight. Okay. I'm going to put these on after I put my photos, so I'll jump up here and do these. So I get this on good, I'm going to move this. So I can line it up right to the edge of that white. Shouldn't see any white right up along here. And then I can just put it right against that petunia pop. I feel like I'm off right there just a little bit. Just a second. Okay. How are we looking? I think we're looking okay. Blocks in my way over here. Make sure I don't lose some of my stuff underneath the table there. Okay, we'll wait for that for 1 second. Because I want that to go over my photos. I'm gonna look at my photos. I might go ahead and put them on, since I have them actually printed. Alright. Don't know if there's really not a direction to this. So I think you could put it either way. Okay, that's gonna go over here. And then again, we'll do it this way. So I will be this next week sharing the details for my scrapbook workshop using this collection. You'll see all the pages tonight completed, and I've got to create my workshop guide cutting diagram. It's always my favorite part. I like to create more than I like to type up instructions, but it's got to be done. I feel like I've got this so far away from me. I feel like I pushed everything that way earlier. All right, this one's gonna go right down here. So what would be, I don't know that this needs any more texture. I'm keeping it pretty simple other than like the stamping. And it wasn't terrible. All right, so I love this pretty in pink. I understand that it's a color that came back, so it wasn't like a brand new color. But so I have it over here, and then I can bring it all the way over onto this page too with that. Okay, so I've grabbed some, I'm gonna go ahead and just put down photo place cards that I have here. These are all 3x4 photos, and I just have to line them up at going up, it's at 4 3/4 and 8 3/4. Trying to remember if I had it there or there. I think I have it here. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, this is not for journaling. The journaling is going to go in this little area right here. I remember now. Okay, because this wasn't big enough for a photo, and I wanted to do a bigger focal point photo right here. So that's what I did. So we'll put one of these right here. It just will help pop that. You could totally do a flip flap on here as well. My understanding is Stampin' Up will be having the flip flaps at some point. Super excited about that. They are the best for adding extra photos to your pages. Then I should be able to fit all three. I'm gonna just go this way. So three 3x4s all along right here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Usually we want odd numbers, but that's why you could do a flip flap. And you could do flip-flops on any of these really. Well, probably these here and these here if you needed to add more photos. Okay, now this is where I can go ahead and now add. And I'll just add my photos on top of here, pop these out later when I'm ready to put my photos on. Which I'll do probably right after this. I didn't have photos on the other samples, so that's kind of why I was waiting to get photos on here. So then all my samples would be similar. I may have to pick this up and pull it over just a tiny bit. Like, I want it to butt up right against that yellow. So it'll overlap that just a smidge. Okay, now let's do this is going to go under right there. I'm glad I didn't tack that down. I think I wanted to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to pop it up. All right, it's coming together. And then it'll overlap this photo. It doesn't really have to overlap it actually, and then this will leave the little area for journaling right here that I can use like a clear address label sheet. It's a full 8.5 by 11. Jama Malmy shared that, and I've been using it and love. I think it was Jama or Erin, one of the others, because I know Erin does it too. So it may have been her. I'm going to do Stampin' Dimensionals. I was calling these dimensional elements earlier today. So if you're watching, if you joined late, let me know where you're watching from, how your scrapbook, National Scrapbook Day is going. I'm creating the third. This is the first one I'm creating today, but this is the third of my scrapbook workshop I'm making for the Unbounded Beauty. And then I'll share, once I'm done with this, the other two layouts that I've created. I am so excited about it. They've turned out really cute. Really pleased. I was really worried about the transition and figuring out how to scrapbook with something other than close to my heart. But I think I've managed. Okay, I'm just going to line it up with that. Let's see, I think that's pretty good. That photo over here, and then just overlapping a little bit right in there. So it just gives a little bit of shadow dimension, pops that picture up, and will make this one the focal photo. So it'll probably be the picture. I have several of the girls and I that are, where there's all three of us. That one's probably the cutest. This is like right after we all got together right here. So I may go this way because this is the sequence right here. I met Samantha first, picked her up, and then took her to the Riverwalk in San Antonio, and then Krista joined in. So we will see how I end up doing that. All right, so now we just need to embellish. So I'm going to, let's grab all my pieces. This may take a second. We have lots of pieces. Make sure they don't get up under my, just gonna lay them all out right here. I don't know if you can see, I can't quite see them all over here. I'm gonna bring them down and just, there we go. All right, I've got my glue. Let's lay the title out here. So we've got, my title's gonna be Wildflower, because that was, okay, I'm already like missing, where's my eye? It probably snuck up under there. Okay, let me move stuff around, see if it's hiding. there's a D. Maybe it's here and I'm just not seeing it. Wildflower. So that was the name of our, there's an L, convention, Wildflower, because it was, we had it in April of last year in San Antonio, Texas. So all the beautiful blue bonnets. I can't remember, we didn't really have a wonderful bluebonnet season last year that I recall. This year was pretty awesome. Okay, so I need to find my, is it right here and I'm not seeing it? It probably snuck up under my thing, which I was trying not to let it do. So give me a second while I try to locate my eye. I don't know if I can pick this up. Yep, it's right there on the edge. Okay. There we go. Still, okay. Get back in position. Move over this way, just a tad. There we go. Okay. So let's get after it. There's Wild. I think I was putting something right down here, so I'm gonna do it a little bit higher up. And so let me know if you have any questions about anything while I do this. This will take a few minutes. I'm just gonna do little dots of glue. During our album retreats, the girls were always so good about asking questions, learning stuff about people. Trivia, I guess, would be what it is. So Wild, let's start about right there. I can spread the word out a little bit more. Don't have to be like super close together. I do kind of like doing it this way. I have to hold a minute because I feel like I can get it pretty straight. And I'm just going to go down the page. All right, there's Shanna. Let's see here, Wildflower. Flowers look great. What's the pink called? This pink is Pretty in Pink. And then this is Petunia Pop. And, oh, you said it a bunch of times, I think. Which shade of pink is that? Which shade of pink is that? All right, I'm gonna, let's see here. Yeah, I think I'll do it about right there. And hoping I'm getting it straight. I think I am by looking in the Wild. And let's make sure I spell it the right way. Okay. So did you may be joining late, Shanna, but I was gonna share, maybe. Don't know if I have my photos handy anymore. Like why I chose to do the, I'm not sure where, there they are. Why I chose to do the flower cart. Sorry guys, I just wanted to share. Look at how cute that is. That was our event last year. That's why I'm doing Wildflower. And I picked the flower cart especially for this collection because of these awesome photos. And the color, I didn't even realize some of the colors were almost like that Petunia Pop. So I'm super excited about documenting the rest of our convention from last April. That was the first in-person event I'd been to in I don't know how long, since you know what happened. And I'm excited that Stampin' Up will be is having in-person events again. So hoping to, is it North Carolina? South Carolina, that it is, the convention is next March, I think. It's right during our spring break, I think. Okay, I'm gonna have to move something on my screen real quick so I can see if I'm getting it straight. Comments are gonna have to go up a little bit higher. Okay, Wildflower. I'm doing good so far. Of course, doing this title is going to take a little bit longer than I had intended, but it'll be done. So most of these, well, all these colors that I featured are the new in colors with Stampin' Up, which I mentioned you can get in your starter kit when you join Stampin' Up the month of May. Whoops. It's the only thing I don't like about liquid glue. No, not the only thing. It's kind of messy too. But again, there's a little bit of a learning curve. Trying to use what a lot of the demonstrators use. I did order some of the adhesive. I don't remember what it's called. Seal something. That's on one of my orders that's coming next Wednesday or Thursday, I think. So I just have to hold it down for a second. I think I'm getting it lined up pretty good. I need some adhesive there. So I might, I don't know if this set has, it doesn't have numbers, darn it. I don't think we had numbers for this particular one. That would have been good to do like just the number 24, but I may have to figure it out on the Cricut. Okay, am I getting it? All right. Oh, thought I did and then I didn't. Alrighty. And last one. Okay. Okay, so there we have Wildflower. Good deal. Okay, I'm gonna put those aside. Those are gonna have to go on a different, whole nother scrapbook, not out of the 3 that I'm making because I printed them out in 4x6. I don't think I did any 4x6s for this particular collection. All right, so trying to remember, I think I chose to do that in the middle here. I'm gonna lay things out, see if I can remember how I decided to do them. Something like that. And again, I can't wait to show you the other pages so you can see different ways I did the flower box cart. Okay, and then that one just goes over there, I think. And then I've got, I think this ends up going down here. I don't remember if I did it right down there to the very bottom. Should be good, probably. I might could put, I don't know, we can't really fit a 24 there. I don't know what I'll do there. And then I did these for, I think the center. Let me look and see. I gotta lay it out because I don't remember exactly how I did these. Just 4 of those. I think that works. And then maybe this goes over a little bit further. So kind of like this. guess I'm going to put those up on top of those to bring that pink up there a little bit. Come back to those in a minute. I have one more, so I feel like maybe I did something over here. I know these go with these. And I could have done a lot more embellishments, but I think this was plenty. There was some in the actual design, like there was something down here. Chose not to do that. I could do my journaling here. And so most of this, that's kind of why I chose this busy paper as well, because then I didn't have to add a lot here. So I think I'm just going to do something similar to that. And then these will go on top of there. So I'm still thinking just for a minute. So let me look and see. Make sure I don't, because these are a lot closer than these are. I think I could have just done that like that, a little bit closer. So then it matches up with these over here. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pop this up. So really it's just piecing everything together, and then we'll do a few dots here and there for embellishments. I'm gonna do it right in the center there, 6 inches, a little bit higher, I think. And then this will be popped up, but these I will just, I'm gonna tack these down onto here a little bit. I'm gonna get my adhesive and put a little bit of glue right down here on the tips. So I just did glue right down on the very tip so that I can kind of set it on here. I'm trying to decide if I want to put it, and because you end up wanting to do it kind of realistic looking, so give me a second. I think I'm going to do it. I'm not even going to be able to see it, so it really doesn't matter because the flowers are going to be, let me barely tap it down. I feel like I spread it out a little bit. Let me see. I really can't. A little bit. So a little bit boxier. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. So I think I'll do these kind of like right over these two photos. See if I got straight. I didn't. Sometimes it's just hard to see way up there. That's why I like the camera on the, okay, and I'm not gonna worry so much about lining those up. I mean, kind of could. Other than bringing it over, because they're gonna be covered up with the flowers. We're gonna pop those right over the top there. Okay? All right, I'm gonna do foam. Stampin' Dimensionals. Did I say earlier that I was calling them dimensional elements? Who remembers, with close to my heart, dimensional elements? All right, so there I'm trying to, again, kind of look and see. I think that'll work just like that. I just love this. I can't wait. I'm gonna have to do one in white and black to match my photos at some point. I saw some on Pinterest that were black and white. I love it. Okay, so about the same amount of space, about 1/2 inch. Okay, and then, all right, so it's gonna come together pretty quickly now that I got that figured out. All right, about right there. It's like I know my guys are probably getting hungry. I put a roast in, Mississippi roast. 20, yeah, be done here pretty quick. So Mississippi Rose, gonna have to warm up some rice. Looks pretty good right there. And then, so I like just putting these flush to the bottom, or flush to the cardstock. Kind of lightly gonna put that in there. Is that where I want it? I think so. I think if I space them out the same as over here, it'll work out. Okay. I just need one little dimensional element right there. Pop that up. And then see if I can line this up good. Yeah, I gotta hurry up because I have to be back here at 9 again. I have one more project to share. It's made it a long day, but a fun day. I'd say I was productive. Okay, I think that's turning out pretty. So let's do this one. Same thing, same concept. I'm just gonna line it up above this photo, about the same as I've done the other two. Is anyone still with me? Say hello. Let me know what you're doing. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? See, when I stamped this one, I didn't stamp it oh so great. So I'm gonna set it aside and pull out one that I've already stamped, because I probably stamped them, and then die cut them out. So I'm cheating a little bit. All right, so move that over just a tiny bit, and then 2 dimensionals. Yeah, I'm good as long as I just say dimensionals. I've already caught myself several times today calling certain things the things that we call them at close to my heart. So, you know, it's kind of like colors, calling colors like scarlet cranberry instead of scarlet. I've been calling the dyes thin cuts. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, that's about the same width apart, I think, over here, so I think it'll all end up looking okay. I thought about doing 2 of these, but I was like, oh, that's just too much. All right, I'm just trying to line it up best I can, eyeballing it. I'm getting to where I really do like these little Stampin' Dimensionals. I don't have to grab my scissors for anything. Wasn't sure about the peeling off the backing, but it's been pretty nice today. So I've gotten lots of practice using all my new supplies. All right, I think that'll work. And then I need some, I think I did these Pretty in Pink. That is the color, right? Let's see here. Yeah, Pretty in Pink. I have to use my tweezers because these are so tiny. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue right behind each flag. That seems, because this glue is so sticky. And then I can just put it right there to bring in that Pretty in Pink from here to up here to over here. So not a lot, just enough. We're almost there. have company this weekend. Stepdaughter and her dog, my grand dog. Oh, plus we have new kittens that arrived on Monday. We had 4, but one didn't make it, so we have 3 now. But at this point, they're not a lot of trouble. But here very soon, they're going to be all over the place. And then we have a ladybug, who's a big dog. That should be interesting. See how that all works out. She's going to want to play, I'm sure. Alright, and then I'm just going to do a little bit of glue right there. Just let that, I don't know if I should set it back or just about right like that. And that kind of blends in there, so I'm going to pop that over. And do I want to go like here? I would be better off doing it over here because of the journaling and not on the photo. Alright, so I'm gonna do it right there. Alright, except for some dots, I think we're just about done. And then I get to show you my other pages. So are you still here? Still watching? Awesome, thank you, Sharon. Alright, I think that works. Alright, let me find my dots. Here are my dots. And let me decide what colors I want to use. So far I've already used the Pretty in Pink on a page and the Shamrock. No, that's Summer Splash, I believe. These are really green, so I don't know. I think I want to do the yellow. It's going to take me a second to decide where I want to do them. I could do the Petunia Pop though too. Wouldn't be so bright. Let me kind of look at this and see. And then I'm not even sure really where I want to put them. Give me a sec. I don't really want to put one dot, 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 dot. I could in between those. And I could do it over here too. What do you think? The yellow? I think the yellow. I don't think that one's not going to show up. There's too much Petunia Pop there already. The green I'm not crazy about, so I'm going to do this. I end up using big ones. So I think by doing them right here, that kind of makes that the title, it seems. I don't really want to do 2 in between. And then about the same place. Might do a cluster. Oh, I still got to put this one down here. I forgot. Did anybody point that out to me? Let's see. I got to do this down here real quick. But it's super simple. I think I just want it right there. Overlapping that a little bit. A couple of dimensionals. I could write down here, I could end up writing, maybe just doing a little bit of journaling block, like where, date plus where, San Antonio Riverwalk. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Alright, that fit just perfect right there. That brought the yellow up. Don't really have yellow triangles, but I may have to end up putting some yellow flower down here too, but because we like our focal points to be, or just a triangle visual. This kind of works though, I guess. So it could go here, there's yellow, yellow, more yellow, yellow, and yellow. So it's kind of the zigzag that helps your eye go across the page. All right. That's all I need on that. I think I'm done. I'm gonna call it done. Yeah, my photos are gonna look awesome when I have them in here. I can't really, those will kind of be like right there. It'll be so fun once I have them where I want them, but I'll do that later. Okay, anybody want to see the other two layouts? You have to tell me yes. Hey Vicky, how are you? You'll have to talk to me. Okay, I'm just picking up just a tiny bit, and I'm going to grab those pages so you can see my other ones. The big reveal. All right, so here is layout number, I think this was supposed to be number 2. And then I have, so this would have been, this one would be layout number 3. So let me tell you a little bit about it. All right, so I used the base of, I get so confused. This one is greener. Okay, this is the Sky Shamrock, but that paper is, yeah, is Summer Splash. Okay, so this is Summer Splash on the background, and I did gut it out. That way I could use the cardstock elsewhere, because I'm only doing 2 sheets of cardstock in the kit. So that's how I managed to get more paper in to use as photo mats and things like that. And then just my color combo, I used another that was a different pattern than this one. You know, they're kind of busy, so that was great for background. And then this was a real good pop, the petunia pop down here. And then I was able to, oh, check this out, look how cute that is. I love it. So this was die cut out of the pecan pie. And then let me share with you how, so this is the die for this one. So it cuts out the white that you can stamp this onto it. Okay, let's kind of explain it a little bit. And then, of course, you can layer these. So that's what I did for this one. Cut this one out in white and layered that in petunia pop. And then it has this fun little flags that you can cut out too. Flags, stripes, to make these different colors. So if I wanted to do it to match this, I would do white with black stripes probably, and that would just look so awesome. And it's almost, yeah, black wheels. So many things you can do with this set. I love it. I'm so excited about it. And then I tucked in some of they have these little milk jugs or bottles, whatever you call them. So you can barely see it. There's one here, but then there's one over here too. Can't really see it a lot. I was looking, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I used them here as well. Just kind of change up and not do all stamping. Then we've got the Have a Lovely Day. So this will just be a fun page for any theme. Love the little flags to bring in some extra color. Use the little pebbles stamped 1st and 2nd generation. This might be called two-tone. I don't remember what y'all call it. Stampin' Up. What we are calling it now. But I'm used to calling it 1st generation and 2nd generation stamping. And then I did the mats a little bit different. I cut them the same size, so they're 3x4s, because I was able to get more out of the cardstock that I had to use. And then just offset the photo on top of it. So there's only a mat on those sides, all the touching sides. Okay. And then this little collection over here. So there's another way. So I minus the little tint on top, the cover. and using a lot of the same elements. I just didn't do the railing and the tint over here on this one. So love it, love how it turned out. And then layout number 1 is this one. So this was what I was talking about earlier, is I like to do white a lot. You'll notice I didn't do much of that. I did incorporate a little bit of white trim here, and that filled in the back. So that's how we do that. And then this was just a full sheet of white on both sides. And all these were close to my heart, make it from your heart patterns. I think from volumes, I may have used one from each that I had handy. It was 3, 5, and 6, I think, but I don't remember for sure. And then just another way, this one I gotta share with y'all just so y'all will understand. Here is this die right here. So it cuts, it's very strange. It's separate pieces, so this piece is separate. This, yeah, all 3 of these pieces are separate, and then you build it up kind of. And again, I was very confused, so I had to Pinterest it to find out, see some samples of what other people did, so it would make more sense to me. So that was the only thing. I mean, this was a very challenging collection, stamp set, and a bundle to use for the first time, but then it's also very rewarding because it all came together so well, and it had lots of fun. So this would be on Mother's Day. I'll scrapbook a Mother's Day from some years past probably, or maybe wait till next weekend, and maybe I'll go get me a shirt that matches that. My toes are this color. I did do that the last time I went and got a pedicure. And then so just lots of layering. I have almost all the pattern papers, or quite a few of them, featured in here. And then this is where I'll do my journaling, and that's it. So I love it. So 3 2x2 layouts, so 6 total pages, and I'll have details on my scrapbook workshop kit here in this next week, since I just officially finished up my pages. And I think that's it. So I think I'm going to wrap things up. I thank you for joining me. Hope you grabbed a glass of wine or something yummy. I'm going to finish off mine, and I'm not drinking anymore because I'll be back at 9 to share more about the end colors at my paper crafting and PJs. So put on your favorite PJs, maybe bring some tea along with you. We like hot tea, and we do some mushroom hot chocolate in the evenings, but I won't be doing that because it makes me really sleepy really fast. So I think that's it. So if you have questions, let me know, and hope to see you later. If not, I'll see you again very soon. Thank you, Shanna. Thank you, Shelly. Oh, I just saw Shelly. And who else was here? Teresa, Vicky, Susan, Sharon. Thank y'all all so much for commenting. Lisa, I missed Lisa earlier. I didn't see all the comments. I'll go back through when I sign off to answer any questions or just acknowledge you. So thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all soon. I hope 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. Very last one. Have a great evening, everyone.